Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. I heard her whisper before I saw the screen. A soft, trembling breath that didn't belong in the quiet of our bedroom. I froze in the doorway, my keys still in my hand, and watched my wife, my partner of 16 years, curl over her phone as if protecting it from the world. Her face was lit by the blue glow of the screen, and in that light, I saw everything change. Then I heard it. A single line, barely a whisper, but enough to rip a hole straight through me. I miss you too. Plan B. My chest tightened so sharply it felt like someone reached inside and twisted something vital. I stepped forward, the floorboard creaking under my foot. She jerked upright, clutching the phone, her eyes darting toward me with a mixture of shock and guilt that confirmed far more than any text could. "You're home early," she said. Her voice cracked on the last word. I walked closer. "Who is Plan B?" Her fingers curled around her phone until her knuckles whitened. For a second, she didn't breathe. Neither did I. The silence between us was thick, choking, dangerous. It's not what you think," she said. Every betrayal in history had started with that sentence. My heart pounded so loudly I felt it in my fingertips. Part of me wanted to scream, demand answers, throw something. But another part, the part shaped by 16 years of habit and love and denial, whispered that maybe, just maybe, this wasn't what it looked like. "Let me see your phone," I said quietly. Her shoulders tensed. "I can't." That was the moment the floor disappeared beneath me. I sat on the edge of the bed, trying to keep my voice steady. "How long has this been going on?" She sank into the chair across from me, her eyes shimmering, her breathing shallow. "It started a few months ago. I didn't mean for it to. I didn't go looking for anything. But things changed between us. You were always at work. I felt lonely, and he listened." A stab of anger shot through me, hot and violent. "So you found a backup husband? A Plan B?" She flinched at the sharpness in my tone. I never called him that seriously. It was a joke. A stupid, stupid joke. I shook my head. "You typed it." The room spun with memories. Our first apartment, our long drives, the night she fell asleep on my chest, the fights we fixed, the birthdays we planned. 16 years suddenly felt like a glass vase slipping from a hand. You only realize how fragile it is right before it shatters. I tried to swallow the lump in my throat. "Did you love him?" Her silence was worse than any confession. I felt something inside me fracture. She stood and walked toward me slowly, carefully, like approaching a wounded animal. "I didn't want to hurt you," she whispered. "I never stopped loving you. I just lost myself. I felt invisible." Invisible. I had heard that word from co-workers, friends, strangers in passing conversations. I had never imagined hearing it from my own wife. I rubbed my face with both hands. "So texting another man made you feel alive again?" "It made me feel seen," she said softly. Her honesty was a blade, sharp, precise, unforgiving. "And what about me?" I asked, looking up. "Was I your Plan A, or was I just a default option?" She pressed her palms together, her voice trembling. "You were always the one I married, the one I built a life with. He was just an escape. I swear I was going to end it." I stood up, "But you didn't." The desperation in her eyes told me everything I didn't want to know. She hadn't ended it because she didn't want to. Not yet. My breath shook as I stepped back from her. For the first time, I saw her as someone I didn't fully know. Someone capable of betraying me with deliberate softness. "I need the truth," I said. "All of it." She hesitated before nodding. We never met in person. It was messages, calls, late-night conversations. He made me feel important, but I know it was wrong. I felt both relieved and destroyed. Emotional cheating still left scars no one could see. "Do you want to be with him?" I asked. Her lips parted, but the answer didn't come. That silence was my answer. I walked to the doorway, needing space, air, distant from the version of her I was still trying to understand. She reached for my arm but let her hand fall before touching me. "Please," she whispered, "don't give up on us." I turned back to her, my eyes stinging. "I'm not giving up. I'm stepping back. Because right now, I don't know if I lost you or if you lost me. The truth settled between us like dust. In the days that followed, I slept in the guest room, each night a battlefield of memories and anger and fading hope. She sent long messages apologizing, begging for a chance, admitting her fears and insecurities. She wanted counseling. She wanted to rebuild. But healing is slow. Trust is slower. Yet, as painful as it was, I realized something important. This story wasn't just about her betrayal. It was about how I chose to rise from it. Tonight, sitting alone in the dim light of our quiet home, I finally replied to one of her messages. We'll talk, not as Plan A or Plan B, but as two broken people trying to decide if love is still worth saving. And for the first time since everything shattered, I felt something like clarity.